heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side.
What do you think about Hegseth? What do you think? Do you think he could be a potential vice president or president?
I don't know. I don't know, man. How many secretaries of defense have transitioned to president? You know, makes you wonder. But I don't know. I don't see him as maybe not right now. He's in the.
I could see a pathway.
Yeah, but if there's a maybe like Eric Trump's VP.
Yeah.
That's probably, you're looking 9 years from now is probably when about that time would be happening.
Yeah, I could see that happening though. I could see him up there at least vice president.
And what do you think about him being like Secretary of War? Damn,
after watching that embarrassing video of him trying to do pull-ups, I don't know, man.
Embarrassing? How is that embarrassing?
Bro, it wasn't even a pull-up. Like, what are we talking about here?
The last Secretary of Defense, did you ever see him?
No, I didn't. But I also don't see him talking sideways like this guy does.
That dude dressed like Darth Vader during COVID.
Okay.
Did you see how fat he was? If you're complaining about a pull-up, bro.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, come on, bro. It was hilarious.
You're laughing at. Well, it is funny, but like, man, if you want,
you're supposed to be this macho guy. You talk all tough all the time, but you can't even do a pull-up.
I talk tough as hell all the time, even loud on here, right? You gonna knock me for a pull-up?
You have some other circumstances.
What's his?
I don't know what his circumstances.
Oh,
damn, dude! What, like, is this guy like?
I just think it's pretty funny that like people will be like, "Oh man, he can't do a pull up," and I'm like, "Bro, did you see the last Sec Def?" Like,
no, I get it. Okay,
that dude literally dude, he went to the hospital for what, a week or 2 or 5 days.
Beyond that, he's fucking a healthy guy. Like he's you know what I mean.
What if he had rotated?
I agree with the standards and discipline that he's trying to enforce, or that he is enforcing.
Oh man, I don't even remember Lloyd Austin. There you go. This was the Sec Def before Hegseth.
Yeah, Hegseth.
Before Pete, the Secretary of War, man. This was him. How many pull-ups do you think he's doing? Hey, let me bring this up real quick. Man, you know what? Now that I have his name, let's actually...
Dude, I was just making a joke, dude.
I know.
Now you're going down on one.
I know. But, well, because it's funny. I mean, it is funny. I did laugh at it, but like, man, if you put it in comparison, this was the last Sec Def. Look at this guy.
He's probably a lot older, too. Because Pete's pretty young.
And that's the perfect thing that Pete is trying to do, is set the standard now of like, hey, we don't need these old dudes trying to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
We need our generation, the warfighter generation that just got out of it, or even that, you know, I don't even know what Lloyd Austin did, actually.
Bro, I think that is good because we have like a bunch of 80-year-olds and 70-year-olds in these high seats, and they're like, what are you doing?
Dude, I know you've shaken the hands of generals or seen generals, and you were like, or sergeant majors, or even me on my way out. I was, you know, big old belly.
Yeah, I've shaken some hands of people that are like not into this, like not the standard, like higher ups, and it's just like, I get it, you're a sergeant major, but this is the Army, and you still need to adhere to the standards and not just pencil whip some shit.
Yeah.
You see it far too often though, dude. People get staff sergeant and think that they can just, all right, I can write my own fucking PT test.
Yeah. Man, what is this? Lloyd Austin's credentials?
Credentials.
Oh, I can't even spell credentials right. What is it? Credentials. All right, so dude, on this Department of War stuff, bringing the generals in and talking. What
is that? Him? He's a retired 4-star United States Army general.
Okay, this is what Gronk said. Dude, all he has is a MBA. Dude, I got an MBA. I'm working on my second master's. Like, this is what it takes to be a general?
It was a different time. It was a different time.
I have the same qualifications as this dude, except...
When did he retire?
I don't know. 41 years. He spent 41 years there, and look what the military became. 41 years. That is disgusting. So he was a platoon leader in 3rd Infantry, assistant division commander. Oh, so he never even seen combat. What the heck? He was that for 20 years? And company commander? What?
For 20 years?
No way. Look at that. From 1980s and then 2003. Where's that gap? A 3rd Division commander. He stayed in the 3rd Infantry Division that entire time. So he probably just worked his way up. Assistant Division commander. Then he became the commanding general in '08.
He's got a Silver Star.
Dude, that's fake. Never even seen combat. He might have seen... Nope. This was full-on leadership from there on out. So this one, where he's assistant division commander, he's probably light colonel or full... No, he's probably a full bird at that time, huh?
What's his name again?
Lloyd Austin. It's right here. Lloyd J. Austin. So he became a commanding general in '08 to '09 over multinational corps in Iraq. That's probably why Iraq failed. 2010, 2011, U.S. forces commanding general in U.S. forces in Iraq, directing the drawdown. Probably why that failed too. Didn't even see that. Vice Chief of Staff, 2012 to 13. Wasn't that all the drawdown during Afghanistan and Iraq? So that was probably why. That was another horrible debacle. 2013 to 2016.
Well, that really got you going on this one now.
Dude, it's annoying. I hate. You know what? Because it was the coin fight. We literally, SF, when they first went in, I know you heard of
Those
the 12 horsemen.
12 horsemen.
Right? So a couple SF teams. It wasn't just 12, I think it was 3 SF teams, maybe more, maybe 5. Went into country and linked up with the Northern Alliance and decimated the Taliban before anybody even knew about it, right? All 2000, not 2000, the end of 2001, I think it started 2002, they kicked off. And then by the end of 2002, it was set. The operation was set. It was done. There wasn't more. Boom. What happened? You know what? It was probably, 2003
Is when
he starts, like, this style leadership started taking over, right? His style leadership started taking over, and it just all went downhill from there. And then you get people that are coming in later. I think it was like 2000 and maybe 8 or something, maybe 9. They started doing the coin fight. I don't know if you ever heard of that. But, dude, it was like counterinsurgency. I don't even know. But it was giving money, like kissing babies, giving soccer balls, not taking the fight to the enemy, and just waiting until we got attacked, right? And so probably like 2010, 2011, that really set in. And every deployment after that was like drive around, or for a short time was drive around until you got shot at or blown up, and then try to figure it out and fight back, right? It wasn't taking the fight to the enemy. You did have tier 1 elements, tier 2 elements taking the fight, Ranger Bat, SF, SEALs. They were taking the fight to the enemy in many ways. But there was this transition period where you had OEF going to ISAF. That was the two, like the 2 campaigns or something, whatever it was. But it was the rules of engagement over it.
That changed over time.
Yeah, so the OEF rules had like a lot less restrictions on it, especially for the big army and stuff like that. Even group SF, but like working with SF teams and stuff back then, they were doing that same thing, right? They were trying to get OEF guys, because they came in under ISAF, to go with them on flyaways or driving out or anything. But because I remember there was like different rules. Like you could hold detainees for a longer period of time. for tactical questioning, things like that. I forgot what it was, but man, it was so long ago. But I remember things like that. And then this style leadership started taking over, man. And it almost
that fits the timeline.
Yeah, look,
it fits the
commanding
timeline
general
perfectly. That it would like this guy's the reason why.
one of them. He did it in Iraq.
Yeah, at least one of the reasons why.
Yeah. And then look, 2016, Donald Trump comes in. Boom. Later, dog.
Yeah. So with all of that being said, this only like makes me believe or makes me think that Pete could potentially become a vice president, man.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I think he could. I mean, everything's open to
He's so young in the game right now.
Yeah.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side.